All right, here with Lauren. Lauren, a 67 yesterday, a 68 today. Do you feel like you're starting to figure out Baltusrol a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. The first day I really didn't play like all that bad. I just kind of hit it into some not great spots. Getting in the rough around the green is really tough to get up and down. It kind of depends on the lie, if you judge it right, and all that. And I just didn't really stay with all that patient, which you have to do in a major. And I did that really, really well yesterday, and then same thing today. I'm hitting the ball extremely well, and I'm starting to make some good putts. Wish I could have birdied at least one of the last two coming in, but still really solid.
You've only made one bogey in the last 2 rounds. You talk about really staying patient. I mean, what's kind of clicked or turned around for you that you pinpoint was kind of the turning point?
Yeah, I think the most important thing was taking my medicine, hitting it into, if I did miss it off the tee, taking my medicine and make sure I got into a spot that I could get up and down, or hopefully give myself at least like a 5-6 footer for par. And I made all of those yesterday. I missed one today, but that was the big thing. Was I kind of just made those 5-6 footers that you have to make to keep the round going. I think that was probably the big difference.
Baltusrol is challenging, and we're seeing it really be quite the test for players this week. For you, what do you like most about it? About kind of taking on the challenge that is Baltusrol?
Yeah, I think it really punishes bad shots. Is kind of the big thing, and I think those types of golf courses are where I really excel. I really control my golf ball really well, I would say, with my irons especially, and so you really have to pick and choose where you want to attack, and one when you don't, and I think that is why I've been playing well this week. It's kind of why I did really well at Shadow Creek for the match play. Same thing, green on greens are super firm, and you have to kind of be creative and try to use some slopes here or there. And also, sometimes the 30-40 footer is like a really good shot, and that's kind of what I did really well the last 2 days.
We've seen a lot of success when people are able to figure out the greens here as well. How do you think, when you talk about putting and the importance of that you've been able to do here?
Yeah, again, a lot of it's like staying patient. I have a tendency to get really quick with my stroke and not get really jabby and stuff, and that's what I was doing the first day, so I kind of spent a good hour on the greens afterwards, and just really trying to just not try to rush it is kind of the big thing. And so I kind of finally got that, and it's just all comes down for me staying patient, and it's patient in my golf swing, patient in my putting, patient in, if I don't hit it in a great spot, like being okay with not necessarily hitting it close is the big thing.
I know you're naturally quite calm, quite relaxed, except for the Metallica, which is probably blaring in your headphones before you step up to the tee. But what is kind of, when did you kind of start feeling that calm and relaxed? I mean, after the first day, that must have really put some pressure on you to kind of change the mindset. Is it just better for you to kind of get back into that calm, relaxed mode, or how do you stop yourself from getting ahead of yourself?
Yeah, I think for whatever reason, I woke up Friday morning and just felt kind of a little bit different, kind of had that just normal calm. It's definitely something I've been fighting most of the time this year, just trying to be too perfect, trying to be to get too upset if I don't get too frustrated when I don't hit a good shot or don't hit it how I want to. And again, that's what I was doing on Thursday. And for what I long talk with my husband that night, talking with Dr. Julie, our sports psychologist, like same thing, just really trying to. And I went back to a book that I read earlier this year that my coach had me read. It Takes What It Takes. It's kind of all about like staying neutral. And so I kind of wrote down my 3 things that kind of helped me stay neutral that I didn't do. And I didn't write it in my yardage book before Thursday, and I did before Friday, like right before I teed off. And
what'd you write?
My 3 things are be you, which is, easy going, calm. Breathe is a big one, kind of help me slow down, and then slow as fast is my big thing. Those are my 3 keys. And then another thing that I was doing, I don't know why, I just kept telling myself, like, you're really good at golf. I think I forget that sometimes. And that was something that I just kind of kept telling myself all day yesterday, and again today, even if any kind of nerves or anything came coming up.
Tomorrow, one last day, before I take it off to you, just what's the mindset?
Yeah, just again, stay super patient as much as I can, fairways and greens, take my medicine if I need to. Those are going to be the big things.
All right.
Thanks. Lauren, you are really good at golf, and you're 3 back going into Sunday at a major. I know you've had to grind for several years to get to this moment. What does it mean to you to be where you're standing right now?
Yeah, it's just really exciting. it's crazy when you think about it. Even like where I am at this point this year compared to last year, just how much I've improved is kind of crazy. I'm just excited. I've worked really hard, and sometimes it doesn't mean it shows, but it's kind of nice that it's showing this week.
I know 18 must not have gone the way you wanted it to make par there, but what do you think of the par 5 finish, and how do you think it might come into play on a Sunday to end a round at a major?
Yeah, I think it's really cool finish. I mean, 17 is playing way different than it did when I played it on Thursday, more like it was in the practice round, where it's long but not crazy. I mean, you still have wedge in, but it's a true 3-shot hole, but you still have to hit fairway. You still got to hit a good second shot to make sure that you can have a wedge in. And then 18, obviously, if you hit a good drive, you can get to it in 2, so that's super fun and exciting. I like both the holes a lot. It's kind of a nice breather after you get through 16, 13, 14, 15, 16 to have 2 par 5s coming in. So yeah, I think they're great holes. I mean, the whole golf course, it's pretty in unbelievable condition. Really, really good golf course.
That was just going to be my last question is
Yeah.
What do you think of Baltusrol as a venue and how it suits your game, considering the back-to-back rounds in the 60s?
Yeah, I think it's an unbelievable golf course. It's really cool that we get to come play super historic golf courses. I mean, Congressional last year was awesome as well. Yeah, it just suits my game. I hit a lot of fairways, hit a lot of greens. Par is a really good score out here. It's really easy to make bogey. So if you can just two-putt and go on to the next, it's a good day.
Max?
Just for someone who's chasing that elusive first victory in, having a chance to get it on a Sunday, what's the difference between doing that in a major as opposed to maybe just a regular LPGA event?
More just the prestige and the history behind winning a major, I would say. But I mean, a win regardless would be awesome. But if I could do it in a major, it just means that much more. But again, I'm just going to be trying to go and stay super patient as much as I can. Try not to get too excited and too jacked up for the round tomorrow. But yeah, just because it's really exciting to be in the position that I am in, and so trying not to get too overly excited is going to be my big thing.
Stephanie?
You look like you already are.
Yeah, I know. And I'm like, yeah, I've had to keep it out, as much as I can on the golf course, and now it's now coming to. Same thing last night. I was jacked up pretty good for a little while after the round.
A big trend in golf, it seems, is people not looking at boards on Sunday. Where do you stand with that? Do you like to know where you are? Or?
I mean, I think I'll watch just to start the day, just so I can get a feel for how the golf course is playing, just so I don't have any unrealistic expectation of, it's playing really hard out today, so making a bogey here or there is not going to kill me. But I'm going to try my best not to look at them. They definitely do get my anxiety up a little bit seeing it, so I'm going to try my best not to look at them, just see how I keep playing my game.
All right. Other than that, I think we're good. Thank you, Lauren.
Yep.
Thanks, Lauren.
Thanks.
Thank you.